It's a red-hot summer's day in Bradford. I'm George Riley. This is Touchline. Hello again, welcome to Super League Touchline. This week from the Providence Stadium in a bit of a snowy Bradford. Plenty of snow on the ground, bit in the air as well. Should be okay for Saturday. The Castleford Tigers will arrive here looking to lock horns with the Bulls after drawing blood from the Rhinos. All the big match build-up on the way, along with this lot. We get up close and personal with Rangi Chase. Bradford owner Omar Khan will join me here at Odsal. Top 5 takes in the best tries from round 2. We take a look ahead to this summer's festival of World Cups. And the Bulls get set for the visit of the Tigers. Well, in 2011 he was man of steel, but 2012 didn't go quite according to plan for Rangi Chase. He's been having a heart-to-heart with SLTV.
It's the highlight of my career so far. Getting man of steel was a good, it's a good feeling. All that hard work and that paid off, but nothing lasts forever, so it's time for me to get that form back and hopefully, win some more awards. Yeah, to be honest, it was a proud moment, but it was a bit weird as well. I didn't know how the boys were going to take it. Obviously, there's a lot of people kicking off about it. Still people kicking off about it. They just got their little articles in it they've got to write in, and I don't know, sometimes I think they've got to do it on purpose to cause a bit of controversy. From people outside looking in, they don't really know the things, that I was going through. But that's my stuff and I sorted it out. And it's come to a point where it's enough, I've got a little boy, I can't, it's alright if I keep letting myself down, but I can't let him down. And, like I said, there's a point in everyone's life where they grow up, and I thought I was growing up, but looking back on it, I wasn't ready to settle down. Rugby's probably not number one anymore. It's my family. I know if rugby finished, all of a sudden I've got my beautiful family there for me, and that's what means the most to me. I don't even know who makes these stuff up, man. These things are. It gets a bit annoying. If I didn't have rugby, I probably would be thinking, if I was 16 years old, someone asked me, where would you be in 10 years' time? I'd probably say, hopefully not in jail. Rugby's helped me out that much. I owe a lot to rugby, and I'm very, very thankful for having the life that I have today.
And look out for the rest of that interview. Keep your eyes peeled. It'll be on the way very soon on Super League TV. Now, Chase was instrumental, wasn't he, in the victory for Castleford over the champions Leeds. But do Classy Cass make this week's top 5? This week's number 5, game of the week. Wigan against Warrington at the DW. O'Loughlin gets it out of the tackle. Farrell feeds Flower, who powers over. For number 4, we go to the south of France. And Salford score against the Catalan Dragons. Not a lot on, but a couple of great steps and brilliant pace to score. For number 3, we go back to the DW. Breers gives it to Myler. Great pace and step. Myler scores. Second best this week, the Leeds Rhinos. They were second best against the Castleford Tigers. Not on this play though. Burrow to Maguire. Maguire the break to Hardacre. Back inside to Maguire. And the toes to finish. Same game, top try, Rangi Chase, a couple of spins away from Jamie Jones-Buchanan, then the show and go, he needs support. And how about that for the no-look pass for Jake Webster? Now, there's quite a big international rugby league tournament on these shores in 2013, and it's preceded by a festival of World Cups. Separate tournaments, this, for wheelchairs, women, students, armed forces and police.
I mean, for us it's the next 6 months really. It's really important. Our World Cup starts in July, so all the girls have been working really hard with the club and also in their own time doing their own strength and conditioning work and things. So yeah, really important the last 6 months. Really big push now.
It's great. I mean, the one thing that you do find that, you know, we've got our World Cup and that's what we've been focusing on. But there's a festival of World Cups. There's other World Cups out there other than our own. So it's nice to see the guys who are involved in the wheelchair and the students and police and so on, and feel as though we're not a one-man band doing our little thing. Where, you know, we're part of something bigger that's going to link into all the other World Cups and hopefully push the sport of rugby league on selfishly for the armed forces, but obviously in all those other areas as well.
You know, I can't wait for the World Cup, you know, challenge ourselves against Australia and New Zealand, the best student teams in the world.
I've waited nearly 5 years for this to come back round. I went to Australia for the last Wheelchair World Cup and we were very successful out there, so to be able to host the World Cup Festival this time round, we are really looking forward to it as a team, and very personal to me to be involved with the World Cup again.
Last year was quite a difficult year because of the Olympics. We had a big 4-month chunk of last year where we couldn't get together because of those commitments, but now we're back up and running. We're looking to play the Army, the RAF and the British students on the run up to the World Cup, so yeah, our preparations are going really well.
So it's a bit of a springboard, do you think, or maybe even a bit of a legacy for this World Cup?
Absolutely, yeah, a legacy or a springboard to future, to get more people interested, especially the armed forces. You know, we're going to use this as a tool and a vehicle to drive home about how good our sport is.
Now, the last time these two sides walked out of these doors, it was quite a contest, 14 tries, and the Bradford Bulls ran out winners. It was a turbulent time, though, in 2012 for both clubs. They'll be hoping for a much smoother 2013.
Jared Stamets sells the dummy, looks to go over to the left of the post himself. He is on fire today. Looking for a gap there, plays the grubber kick into his in goal area, and it's touchdown by Jamie Foster.
Started off really well, week one. Everything come off, you know. Last week against Hull, a little bit disruption Friday night. The game got cancelled, moved to Sunday. Everything still looked good, you know. Everyone was positive. Start the game, just we were already on the back foot, and it wasn't the best display from us. We've got a lot of positives out of that game, but again, it's all like to work on. Now we're just looking to focus on another home game this week against Cass. Chance for us to put things right.
I think you've got to look at the quality opposition as well. You know, no disrespect to Wakefield, but Hull are a quality team and they bought very well. They're a very powerful team, and we knew that going into it. But no excuses about obviously the injuries we picked up and what have you. We went there to win. We believe we could win with the players we've got in this team, and it just didn't come off for us on the day.
Is there a better feel about this place this year after all the struggles of last year are hopefully behind you now?
Yeah, you can tell with what Franny's brought into it, what new culture's brought into it and stuff like that. You can feel a good buzz around the place and what Omar's done for the place, and Jerry, I think it's really good, and there's a buzz about the place again now.
Is he quite hands-on, Omar, because he seems to be buzzing around the lads? He's been in here already to see you and make sure you're enjoying your food.
Yeah, he's all over the place. You see him everywhere, wherever you go around here, you see him doing all his work, and that. He comes up here and sees lads and stuff like that. He's like one of the lads that you can talk to him and have a laugh with him, so it's good, yeah, really good.
Bradford had a very tough 2012. Personally, it was quite a tough one for you. Now you're here at Bradford. it's quite a big year for both club and player personally, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was one of the main sells when I went and met Franny first time I met him in Leeds. I think we're both in the same boat, as in, I've got things to prove, and so is the club itself, and we're both pulling in the same direction now.
And what's he like to work for, Franny?
He's a good bloke, yeah. I probably wouldn't say anything else, on camera, but no, he's a great bloke. The first time I ever met him, when I went and met him in Leeds with my agent and my granddad, I wouldn't say we fell in love, but we understood where each other was coming from and things like that, and I enjoy working for him. I think if you're enjoying playing for your coach, with giving me your best performances, I think that's the case with me now this season. I've trained well in the off-season. I think I'm going to get the best out of my body in this season.
And a word finally on the Castleford Tigers. It could be one of the fixtures of this round of Super League if they try and do to you what they managed to do against the champions last week.
Yeah, well, Cass, they're feeling positive. They've just come off a really good win against Leeds. They've got some new key signings, and Willa Haraki is a physical player that loves to get in and
he's a beast, isn't he?
Do some damage. So I think and also you got Rangi. He's just unbelievable footwork. Always backs himself, and you can't ball watch him. Cass is going to be looking here, back with confidence against Leeds game to take us. And we're looking to rebuild confidence and get back on the winning formula.
They're definitely heading in the right direction, but hopefully, we can put some kind of a stop to that on Saturday. We've got our own plans, and we know where we want to be come the end of the season. And if that's where we want to get to the heights what we've set, then we need to kind of beat these teams around us. So it's definitely a game that we believe we can win, and we're training very well for it.
Well, one very interested observer this weekend, as with every weekend the Bulls are playing, will be the owner, of course, Omar Khan. Nice to see you.
Hi there.
You've got it looking quite nice in here.
Thank you. Yeah, this was the first thing that we changed. Turned this into a restaurant and a Travel Foster bar.
And plenty of Bulls memorabilia and photos on the wall.
We needed that. We just needed that little, a change in the place, and I think it's got that buzz now.
Does it feel like home?
It does. Personally, I think, I spend more time here than home. I spend almost 7 days. It's great.
And how are you finding it, 2013, both as a fan, of course, on the pitch and off it with the continued battles that there are? 2012 was pretty tough. Is 2013 going smoother?
It's going beautiful. I think the start of game was absolutely fantastic. The boys played really well. And the warm-up games were really good as well. It's showing a beautiful sign that we are forced to be dealt with.
You could not have wished for a better start round one,
no,
could you?
You couldn't, especially Wakefield. I mean, those guys were brilliant, and unfortunately they lost. But I think our team is doing beautiful.
And what were you thinking, looking on from here when the tries were going over in round one? Did you have the adrenaline firing through the veins?
I tell you what, it was amazing. I was all over the place. I was jumping up and down. I think the first game when I took over in September, lost badly to Hull, and that was something that I had to put up with. First game, first day in, and you lose badly. And I think the team were relaxed. But they've come back with full force. I think I've got a best coach, a brilliant team, and they're working very hard.
You sound like you're enjoying it a lot. I've seen you walking around here today with a big smile on your face.
Yeah, I'm enjoying every minute of it. I think it's a beautiful place, and this club means a lot to me. It's part of Bradford's heritage, and I've grown up with this club.
And there was no way you could let this club go.
I couldn't. I'm going to sort of... I wouldn't want. That was the whole point. That I wanted the club back to its normal. It's going to be back to its normal form of glory. It will be one of the clubs that people will be looking forward to come in and see.
And what's the ultimate goal for you as owner of the Bradford Bulls? What do you want to achieve yourself, and what do you want to see this club achieve again?
Well, I want this club to be up there in top 8, and one day I'm hoping to. Play at Wembley very shortly. I hope this year. So my vision and my dream for this place is to go places. It will. I'm sure we will do well.
How realistic is it that you can build another dynasty like the one that the Bulls enjoyed over that golden period?
The golden period was a beautiful period. I remember that quite well. And I'll tell you what, it's not that hard. You got to have a vision, and the people are behind you, and the fans. Fans club is the most important. Fan base is the most important bit. And if I've got fans behind me, 100%, and I feel great that the fan base creates that bull mania. The team makes it work on the pitch, and I think we will achieve what we want to achieve. We will be up there in top 8 definitely this year.
And a word finally on this coming weekend, the Castleford Tigers. It will be another fierce West Yorkshire Super League derby. Having beaten, as the Tigers did, the Champions Leagues last week, they'll be hungry for some Bulls blood now.
Hey, I'll tell you what, the Bulls are ready to go. They're steaming. Bulls are steaming. I think they'll have a hard time beating us. Hard time. I guarantee you that. I think my team, after losing to Hull, they're not going to sort of let this go. This is going to be a tough match. It's going to be beautiful, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it's been really good to see you today. I hope it's a good weekend for you.
Thank you.
That's Omar Khan, the Bradford Bulls owner. Good luck to Bradford and to the Castleford Tigers at the weekend, and to all of your teams competing over this next round of Super League. We'll be back with more of this next week.